NASCAR Whelen Southern Modified Tour champion, George Brunnhoelzl III.
All right, brother, you know what we got to do here. Be smart, be patient, got to be here at the end before we can win it. Set that left front on the white line, center off. Take that bottom away, make sure they got to go around the outside or through the back end. Pace cars in, ready, green.
Coming into 2011, the ultimate goal is always to win the championship. We prepare the cars, the guys, the crew, everybody's involved, and we don't leave the shop without feeling we're in contention to win.
I've nicknamed him 2 tenths because I feel like if anybody else got in that race car, they'd be probably a couple of tenths slower than what George is.
You could just see Brunnhoelzl coming out of that corner. I mean, his hands inside, he was obviously loose. See what I'm saying? Sorry, look at, he is really soaring on that wheel.
He knew how to drive a race car. I felt it, and not just because I was his dad, okay? But when we went to the racetrack, he wasn't out playing with all the other kids. He was working on the go-kart.
The amount of knowledge he has about the race car, what he wants out of the race car, I mean, I'd say 90% of the adjustments made come from him in the seat.
Without teaming up with Ideal Racing, I wouldn't have run a full-time schedule. So it was definitely a blessing. The Harveys and the Brunnhoelzls, I mean, those are 2 names and modifieds that go way back. So we had always talked about doing something, and opportunity just never arose until this year.
Boy, I tell you, the kid is just great. He's so appreciative, and he's just such a nice person. I knew the success would be there. Otherwise, I don't think I would have got involved for a 3rd year.
You know, I've been around a lot of great drivers, but to have Georgie average 2.8 for a finish, I don't know if we would ever repeat this season or if anyone would ever have a season like this.
Real strong run for the Phoenix team. As a matter of fact, that Phoenix team has dominated this year. George Brunnhoelzl III has won the first 2 races.
First race of the season did set the tone, coming out strong, winning that race, and then to piggyback that, the 2nd race of the season with another win.
Before the break, we already had over a 100-point lead in 4 races. If we could just be consistent and not have any trouble, it was going to be hard for anybody to catch us.
Every time we unloaded this year, you know, I felt like we were the team to beat. Every time you showed up, you left the track with a smile on your face, you know. The only place was really Bristol. Bristol's one of those places. You have no control over that.
Spin, turn 1, crash.
That is
trigger.
Brunnhoelzl.
Oh boy, that's going to dim his point lead.
The worst finish we had was Bristol when we got involved in the accident, but it wasn't a low point. It's because the rest of the season was so great, it wasn't really anything bad at all.
Tonight, the South will rise again as the NASCAR Whelen Southern Modified Tour marches into the Caraway Speedway.
It was a great evening, I tell you. We knew we had the championship. It was pretty much a done deal just by starting the race.
It's a little bit of a confidence boost when you're in the car and you know it. Probably gives you that little bit extra of an edge to just hang it out there a little bit more. You want to end the season on a high note, end the season with a bang.
For a second time in his career, the 2011 NASCAR Whelen Southern Modified Tour champion.
This whole season's been unbelievable, and have it finish off this way. My first touring series championship with somebody that I consider one of my best friends. I couldn't think of any better way to do it.
Something I knew we were capable of winning this year, but I guess besides that point, did I ever really think I would win it? Probably not.
I think that's going to be one of the greatest moments of my life ever, is seeing my dad hold up that championship trophy.
Just one of the greatest feelings that you can have. My dad won some track championships. I was fortunate enough to win a couple of track championships. My son, Georgie, he's won some national touring series championships, and that's quite an accomplishment.
Please welcome driver of the number 09 Phoenix Pre-Owned Triad Auto Sales Chevrolet from West Babylon, New York, George Brunnhoelzl III.